If there's one thing I noticed about men nowadays is that we lack confidence to be who we really want to be. Simply just a few years back, honestly, yeah, a few years back, I was struggling with my confidence in myself, and that stemmed from a lot of things like porn addiction, being overweight, overindulging in a lot of habits and stuff like that. But honestly, it's just so normalized that we kind of overlook. And since all of our friends do it and everything that we see on social media says that this thing is normal to do, or there's always jokes around these certain activities, we see no problem, and we continue to indulge. And again, with it being such a societal norm, we see no problem with it, obviously, and we're always left with no confidence. We're always left with no drive. We're always left with no purpose, and we kind of feel like something's missing in our lives. And we always have negative perspectives on a whole bunch of other things, but we just tend to not know why. Every single morning, your ass wakes up. You wake up with a little morning wood, or every single morning, every single night. You open up Safari. You swipe to the you swipe to the left. You press private mode on the left. Swipe it. Black shows up. What do you type? PORNHUB, and you get to smacking G. You do this every fucking night. Why do you do this to yourself? Oh yeah, maybe because you started it when you were a kid. Like apparently it's like up to 90% of boys are exposed to pornography around the age of 11 years old. For me, I was fucking 8 years old, bro. I was fucking 8 years old, and it starts off really simple. It starts off as you like, okay, you do this every other night, couple nights. It starts off as something that's harmless until 2 years down the road, you cannot go a night without opening that site. And there's so many negative effects that we tend to overlook. Obviously, as a kid, like you're naturally going to be scared to talk to women or talk to pretty girls or talk to your crush. But when it comes to the point where when you look at a woman and you think of the things that you could and would do to her if you had the chance, but that's all in reference to the most recent video that you watched on Pornhub. Now that's where shit gets dangerous, and that's where shit gets weird, bro. When you can't even look at another human being without thinking of her in a sexual manner. Obviously, we're men. We can't ignore our sexual desires and our sexual urges and our lust. But when it gets that provocative, and when it stems from literally you watching a video and you think, oh, she looks like this porn star, so I would smash. Like, that's messed up, G. And if you don't think that messes up your confidence in any way, the way that you look at women or the way that you can talk to them or the way you think of them, that's gonna fuck your confidence up, because every single conversation you're in, you're not gonna be able to think about anything else except for with that girl, G. And like, even if she's a 6 out of 10, bro, you're still gonna be thinking of that, bro. And don't you just want to have a regular fucking conversation? Sometimes you do. So fucking quit that shit, bro. The lack of motivation that the porn addiction gives you causes you to go elsewhere for dopamine and stimulation. Social media. And let me tell you one thing about social media is that obviously it has a lot of negative effects when it comes to your time getting sucked away from you, the comparison, the lack of engagement that you might experience that will actually lead you to feel like you're lonely and you have no friends because people aren't texting you pixels. Secondly, is like, it sucks your fucking soul, all right? The average screen time, I was doing research on this the other day. The average screen time of somebody is 6 hours and 58 minutes per day. And I guarantee you 50%, like I guarantee you like 70% of those are just on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Pornhub most of the time. Like, don't let it suck away your life like that, bro. It's not fucking worth it. Like, come on, man. You can't go into this next year, 2023, having that same kind of mindset, having that same kind of habit. And that could be a whole reason why you don't have the confidence, is because you're comparing yourself to other people who actually put in more work than you, and you're like, why am I not here? Why am I not there? Etc. Etc. And then with all that comparison, you're always making goals to yourself, like subconsciously. Okay, I'm gonna start doing this. You see somebody going to the gym harder, I'm gonna start training a little bit harder. I'm gonna start saving up my money and getting a little bit better with the way I talk to people, etc. etc. But then you never do it because you always say, okay, soon I'll do this. When this happens, then I'll do that. You're waiting for all your ducks to be lined up in a row, when in reality they never will be. Like I've said before, the time is now, G. It always will be. But, oh yeah, you're just going to do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes around and you're going to make excuses and you're going to do it tomorrow again. I don't know what's causing us humans to actually get trapped in this kind of mindset, but it is that little device that you hold in your pocket. And I'm telling you, if you spend the first 15 minutes of your morning and you don't touch that phone and you really think about what you're going to do in your days, you're going to see a gradual increase of your confidence, maybe 1 or 2% every single day. Confidence in yourself. It all starts with confidence in yourself first. And then you can go talk to girls and do all that other shit. But get confident in yourself. Look in the mirror and actually be able to smile. Because right now, me personally, I may seem like a cool, confident guy, but I look in the mirror and I'm fucking pissed. I'm pissed. Okay, my body fat percentage is actually above 20. I'm not as big as I want to be. I'm not 180. I'm not 180 or 185 anymore. I actually lost muscle mass. Okay, I don't have the full beard. I had to cut my fucking beard off, G, because I didn't have the confidence to tell the barber to actually do it properly. Like, he went way too far up here, and I told him, yo, I want just line up the top a little bit and leave kind of the rest. But he went way too far to the point where it was like lined up here. I'm like, fuck. Shaved it off. I mean, it's all good, but that again lacked from confidence. You have to look in the mirror and be pissed at yourself from where you are and ask yourself every day, what am I going to do to progress, G? Because that's what really matters. With all the time that you do spend on social media, you're spending way too much time consuming. And you're consuming information that's not valuable. You're not feeding your brain. And it's not productive things. Like for me, my Instagram feed, anytime I scroll, it's usually like those motivational shits that tell me to get the fuck off the app. Or some ugly ass pictures and hashtags that I follow to I don't even want to fucking see. Like, I will literally go subscribe to Indian or Chinese hashtags that will show me the weirdest posts. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I just scroll off. Because obviously I'm not going to consume that. So it's either you consume something that's going to get you off the app, or something that's going to actually make you utilize that app to progress your life and actually have an advantage. Like, utilize the app to your advantage, the way it should actually be used. Because all the information you're consuming, you're watching people use the app to their advantage. So why the fuck wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Simple as that, bro. Start changing the way you consume information and make it way more productive and make it actually progress your life. And you'll start to see it exponential growth in your confidence as well. Lastly, becoming confident is a process of understanding yourself and accepting the things that you need to change, or actually having the humility to know that you need to change. Because arrogance is the number one thing that's actually consuming most of us nowadays. We think that we're adequate enough to do things that we've never done before because we know what to do. But none of us have the humility to say, okay, maybe I don't know what I should do right now. Maybe I should seek for perspective. Maybe I should seek for advice. And that's what gets people a lot of stuck, is arrogance. You know, they think that they're better than they really are. I struggle with this. Obviously, when I first started in the gym, bro, I was like, I know exactly what I did. I watched 5 YouTube videos. I can do all this shit. And I started doing craziest workouts. I looked like a dumbass. I got so many stares. And then when people try to give me advice, I'm like, okay. And then I continued to do what I did. I wasn't like a bitch saying, fuck off, I know what I'm doing. But like deep down, my ego was getting me, right? So, be willing to change and accept that you need to change. And confidence comes from a place in your brain. Like, confidence is a state of mind. I don't think confidence is like I think we're naturally confident, but like it just kind of gets beat out of us from childhood with all the no's that we get when we try to do certain things, and all the stuff that are telling you, like all the little things that you do, all the no's you get in your life, from whether that be your parents, your siblings, your association, all that beats down at your confidence. But I think it's a state of mind that you have to be in. Like, if you walk around every single day saying, I'm not confident. I don't really walk confident. I don't dress the best. Having all these limiting beliefs that they'll express on the outside, and it's vice versa. If you walk around saying, okay, I actually look kind of good today. I looked at a guy. I held eye contact longer than him. I dominated that guy. I dominated this girl. Doing the same thing, that eye contact little trick, how to boost your confidence. You know, just walk around like you are the man, but don't be a dumbass. Don't be a fucking. Don't be a dumbass. Don't try to like punch people in the fucking head and whatever. But yeah. And last thing is, bro, just look at your daily routine, bro. Look at your daily routine. You can't go uphill with downhill habits. And I'm not here to tell you what exactly you're doing wrong. You know what the fuck you're doing wrong. You're not a dumbass. But your brain's gonna tell you. Your brain's gonna give you excuses and saying, okay, no, this is okay to do. It's okay to have balance. It's okay to have balance. But the thing that you're having balance is actually outweighing the thing that you should be balancing it with, if that makes sense. In order to actually create results, there needs to be a period of unbalance in your life. So then, therefore, you can actually earn and deserve the title of giving. Like, you have to earn the ability to have balance in your life. So do the work, bro. Start off tomorrow strong, G. Peace.